Incomplete Quran accusations. Certain schools of thought often accuse Shia Muslims of claiming that the Quran is incomplete, which is a serious allegation. However, this accusation is baseless, and it's important to clarify the Twelver Shia views on this matter. Twelver Shias firmly believe that the Quran we have today is the one and only Quran recognized and accepted by all Muslims. They affirm that this Quran is complete and perfect, with no missing surahs or verses and no additional surahs or verses. If hypothetically a Shia scholar were to express the view that the Quran is incomplete or hold any other unconventional belief, it would be their personal opinion and not representative of the broader Shia creed. It would be unfair to generalize such views as the foundational belief of all Shia Muslims. Any narrations or claims suggesting that certain surahs or verses were added or removed from the Quran are rejected and not accepted by Twelver Shias. It's worth noting that similar claims about changes to the Quran can also be found in Sunni sources, such as the story of a goat eating parts of the Quran which was supposedly lost. Let's examine some Sunni Hadith collections to understand what they say about the Quran. Umar discusses the verse of stoning. In Sahih Muslim 1691, it is mentioned that Allah sent Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the truth and revealed the book to him, which included the verse of stoning. This verse was recited, memorized, and understood by the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. According to this hadith, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam applied the punishment of stoning to death for married individuals who committed adultery when the evidence was established, or in cases of pregnancy or confession. However, it's crucial to highlight that there is no such verse of stoning in the Quran. The Quran only mentions lashing as a punishment for adultery. This raises three possibilities. 1. The Quran is incomplete. 2. Umar's statement is inaccurate. 3. Sahih Muslim may not be entirely reliable. It appears that the possibilities 2nd and 3rd are more likely than the first one. Therefore, it's essential to exercise critical thinking when considering the accuracy of these books, even if the hadiths are classified as sahih by Sunni ilm-e-rijal. Aisha mentions the verse of breastfeeding an adult. In Sunan Ibn Majah 1944, Aisha talks about the revelation of the verse of breastfeeding an adult 10 times, which later got eaten by a sheep after the death of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Additionally, Sahih Muslim 1452 states that there was a Quranic verse about 10 sucklings prohibiting marriage, which was later abrogated by 5 sucklings. However, there is no such mention of these verses in the Quran. This raises question about Aisha's accuracy or the authenticity of this hadith. The lengthy surah on the son of Adam. Sahih Muslim 1050 discusses a surah that resembles the length and severity of Surah Bar'at, containing the verse, "If there were 2 valleys full of riches for the son of Adam, he would long for a 3rd valley." However, this verse is not present in the Quran. This hadith suggests the existence of a surah as substantial as Surah Bar'at, which seems to have disappeared from the Quran. This raises doubts about the authenticity of this hadith from Sahih Muslim or the credibility of the narrator. Conclusion. While we have discussed only a few examples, it is evident that hadiths can vary in their authenticity and reliability. It is crucial to remember that no book can be deemed 100% accurate except the Quran itself, which is considered the infallible words of Allah. Scholars and narrators of hadiths were fallible human beings who could make mistakes or transmit inaccurate information. In closing, it is essential to heed the wisdom of Imam Jafar as-Sadiq alayhi salam. Hadiths should be evaluated in light of the Quran, and any contradiction should lead to their rejection. The Quran remains the ultimate and unwavering source of guidance for Muslims, and any narrative that deviates from it should be approached with caution and scrutiny. Accusations of Quranic incompleteness should be based on solid evidence and not on isolated or questionable hadiths.